Hello, and welcome to another match of the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Cinco Bingo tournament summer 2021. And today I'm doing this.
Again, just like last time, I could only catch about 20% of that, but
every time. Hold on.
It always happens, but yeah, hey, I'm I'm Garfield the Lightning, and yeah, today this is going to be a good match, I think, between Mountebank and Cavin856. These guys have been practicing together quite a lot. I think they're pretty even on who wins and who loses. So yeah, I'm expecting this to be an exciting match.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so yeah, Cavin, both of these races actually were in our last event in 2018, and Mountebank's been kind of established as a top player for quite as long as this activity has been a thing. Coming from vanilla Pokemon speedrunning, Cavin was still I'd say entry level at that point, but since then obviously he's put in the work to improve and get into a better mindset and basically just get better at this, and he's honestly one of the best we have, so this will be a very interesting match for sure.
Yeah, Mountebank is 0-1, so if he loses this, we could see an early upset in these rounds, which would be a bit of a shame because I do want to see Mountebank in the later rounds. But yeah, this could be interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, it also doesn't help that we had a situation with Mountebank and Cypress, where Mountebank finished the race first and then Cypress. Then Mountebank came to us a day later and realized he hadn't completed a goal before he marked done. So we overturned those results. So now that is how he became 0-1 and 0-2 in the group stage with so many hard hitters left to fight. It's not where you want to be, definitely. But we'll see. Either way, I think it'll be a good match.
Now, both runners complained about this bingo card when they saw it.
Valid.
Yeah, we had some grumbling in the race time room about this. Yeah, there's a few incompatible day goals. You got Everstone or Goldberry, which you get from getting second or third in the bug catching contest on generally Saturday or maybe Thursday. Defeat a Lapras, which you get on Friday in general. And then you have the TM 21 or 27, which is the TM from Golden Department Store on Sunday. So you're not really going to be able to set one day to get all of those. But what these races will probably do is they'll hope to encounter a Lapras somewhere along the way without going down into Union Cave on Friday. And yeah, that's what
they both picked. Yeah, they both picked Saturday, so that is their plan. Technically, you have a little bit more lenience, going Friday or Saturday with these set of goals. TM 21 or 27 being a possibility of what you could pick up off the ground, and also as well being able to find a Lapras to fight. But yeah, this is probably like just the best decision because you're gonna fight dozens and maybe even hundreds of Pokemon throughout the game, and one of them could very well be a Lapras, as opposed to maybe checking 10 to 15 TMs, as opposed to checking maybe 30 or 40 items. The Pokemon you fight is definitely the biggest, sample size for, the thing you're looking for to show up in.
And none of these starters were particularly good, but I'm going to say that Tentacool has Stab, I guess. But yeah, probably the right choice to pick Tentacool. It's the fastest out of all of them, so it'll have a decent chance of running away from stuff.
Yeah, so interesting about Tentacool, generally it's not very good, and it just becomes good once it's evolved, but for some reason, they gave this thing an anomalous 100 special defense, so if anything comes up with special moves, they'll be perfectly fine.
It's kind of a shame we're running into Pharaoh without Pokeballs, because this thing can definitely be runnable. Oh, I think Mountebank might have wanted to see what that had, but he crit it with Psychic in the end.
Yeah, it is a possible idea to go to Cherry Grove City, grab the balls, and then head immediately back. But we'll probably not see these racers do that. Instead, just progressing as normal. And then once they make their second pass on 29, we may see them linger around for a bit for these things. Nobody really gets that desperate to go back immediately to 29.
Mountebank selling that burn heal so he can get a few extra Pokeballs for his regular shop.
Yeah, it's not something I personally would have done because Burn Hill just sells for very little, and it does just have more, usability as an effect healing item. Because Burn is a very, very, hindering status, especially if you're running a Pokemon that specializes in physical moves, because it halves your attack stat in battle, which can be very dangerous.
Well, Cavin barely survives that dig and is able to catch the Ariados. That would have been pretty unlucky if he'd have lost to that.
I mean, yeah, unlucky that he doesn't get the Ariados right away, but that is a very fast shortcut back to Cherry Grove City.
Yeah, I don't think he would have been pleased about it all the same.
Yeah, probably not. Is Pidgeotto on the card?
There's flying types are on the card at the very least.
Yeah, that's one of them out of the way. Yeah, I don't know. Taking a wipe in the wild is just like it's a poor man's way of doing teleport. Beedrill. Beedrill is another thing that can appear on the card, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen today. But he's certainly not going to let the Ariados leave.
Fire Blast? What is this tentacle? This thing's got ridiculous moves.
It's a monster. So Cavin now finally getting to see what the rival has, but he does have that Ariados in tow, which I personally have never had a successful experience running Ariados, but it does have 90 attack, which is pretty respectable and usable, but it doesn't look like he's gonna... That's a belly drum wing attack Pidgeotto.
I mean, I still wouldn't run it, but it's interesting.
I think in the early game, I had this conversation with Horse, who is our NFE aficionado. Base stats in the early game don't mean a ton, mainly just needing good moves and good power. And with stab wing attack and belly drum especially, that thing's going to be mowing down everything it sees practically.
Yeah, I mean, this is assuming that you survive after using belly drum, of course.
Yeah, I mean, something that people may not know about belly drum, I certainly didn't know it before a month ago, but it appears to fail if it's used when you're below half HP. However, if you look at the game's code, it actually does give you a Swords Dance boost, even though it says it does nothing. So it could be a strategy just to lower yourself down to half health and then using it like a Swords Dance.
Mountebank finally not critting Psychic on something and catches Fearow. Perhaps this will be the main.
If that hidden power is physical...
Lock on cross chop, Don't never miss if you use lock on. Perfect.
I think he's definitely going to keep his options open and look for something else.
You got a baited me with it there. I thought, is he going to 46? Nah.
I mean, 46, it's another 7 slots, but 46 has generally lower levels than the other routes that you can access this early.
I like going to 46 when there's absolutely nothing I can even force. But if I can force something a little bit further, then I'd rather go to 31.
Yeah, and I think in Cavin's position, I think the Pidgeotto is certainly forceable. Because, belly drum wing attack is just... it's a wrecking ball. I guess he's using the tentacle though.
Well, like you said, it's got the moveset's more important early games.
Sure is, but is he the one with the Pidgeotto? I could have sworn he was.
Yes, Cavin is the one with the Pidgeotto.
Oh, and he's finally got his Fire Blast, right, because he didn't use the Tentacool in the battle with Rival. Now, they're approaching Route 31 here, which, once again, is another 7 slots, but on Route 31 here, everything's pretty much level 5, so you don't really have much of an issue switching to something right here. Because it's usually right at the level where the thing you just got through the first trainer with is. And Mountebank sees the Pidgeotto now. I want to see if Mountebank's just going to run with it. Just to see the difference in decision making here. Oh, he's not even looking.
He
no
doesn't even care, just no NFEs for him.
I respect it, I respect it. Not even gonna take a gander. Even when sleep-inducing move is on the card, that's bold.
Well, he can check it at any time, I suppose.
Yeah, check it later.
Cavin goes to 36. He's not happy with the selection of Pokemon he's seen up to this point.
Snubbull, if I recall correctly, has a pretty okay attack stat. That's a Vileplume. That's on the card.
Nice, nice. Yeah, Snubbull evolves relatively early as well, but it's still like low 20s. You don't really want to.
Ooh, that's so good.
Far.
That actually does make Column 3 completely free for Cavin. And with Spark and maybe one other move, this could be the main, I think.
Yeah, we've seen Blossom being run and recently, and Vileplume is a bit more attacking focused. He's switching to it. It didn't look that great. But,
so the thing about Vileplume, if that move sets on any other Pokemon, you can just hold out for another move to come, right? But with Vileplume and any other Pokemon that evolves with the stone, practically, they don't learn any other moves. Like once you've used the stone on them, you're basically cutting them off from level up moves. So this is the Vileplume's final moveset, essentially, aside from anything Cavin teaches it with TM or HM.
Golduck could be usable though. I mean,
physical Golduck?
It's a duck with Drill Peck. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't get stabbed from that, but I mean, I feel like it should.
Well, you won't get stabbed, but one of the benefits of the Zephyr badge after you've beaten Falconer in this city is you do get a boost to the power of your flying type moves by 15%, I think? 10%? Something like that. You do get a boost.
I feel like every time you hear that, it goes a little bit higher.
It's an amount. It's X%.
100% boost to your flying attacks.
That'd be silly. That'd be
very
shifting.
silly. I'm sorry.
That would be basically shifting the meta to any flying type Pokemon being the greatest thing ever. So this 9 looking kind of fierce actually. Giga Drain's gonna be neutral effective because of the poison second type.
Yeah, pretty much any offensive move Stantler has is gonna hit relatively hard because it's got pretty solid attacking stats on both sides.
The accuracy drop was nice, just to butter it up for the next thing that comes out.
So Electrode with Thunder Punch there, I think. So maybe Mountebank is considering this.
Oh, surely. Oh, well, I mean, I don't have data on this. I've never seen anybody run Electrode actually.
Yeah, Electrode. It's been run, I think, once this tournament. It had Thunder then, and it was missing a lot, so might perform a little better here. Its special attack is only 80, so it's not. Its stats are not great, to be honest. It's got good speed, and everything else kind of not that good. Not that good.
Yeah, it looks like Demilsu ran it against Septros. I think that was actually like earlier this week.
Thunder Punch Mega Kick using limbs that Electrode doesn't even have. Oh, he's getting some levels off this bug catcher.
Starmie on the card today? No, I don't think so. I don't believe Cavin fought this trainer at all.
No, Cavin didn't fight this one.
I told you Zap Cannon's more accurate than Thunder. Let's go, Golduck. I believe in you the whole time. But no, this Fearow needs improvement for sure. What did it have? Hidden Power Cross Chop? I don't know if he's deduced the hidden power type yet, but it is physical.
I don't think he's tried it really.
Yeah, I think with a physical hidden power type, no matter what it is, it could be good unless it's fighting, which that would be kind of useless. Yes, Sneasel's just not worth the trouble, unfortunately. Oh, it's super effective on Sneasel. It could be fighting.
Alright. Could be rock. Could be fire.
Steel? Or just...
Bug?
What'd you say? Bug, fire, rock, and steel? Neutral
or fighting, but it didn't. But I feel like it would have done more with fighting.
So apparently it was neutral on Sand Slash and not very effective on the Lantern. So Chad has deduced it to be Steel type.
Oh, okay. There you go then. Yeah, I mean, Steel isn't that great. Pretty redundant coverage with fighting, unfortunately. But at least it's physical, so you can spam it a bit more than you can cross.
Oh yeah, it could also be fire. I feel like if it was Steel, just because of Fearo's physical attack, it might have done more to the Sneasel. So maybe it is fire. Steel or fire.
Oh, I hope it's not fire.
Would you rather it be Steel?
Well, we've already got Fire Blast. I would rather it be Steel, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Fire Blast.
It hit a little, yeah, but I feel like it would hit a little harder if you don't really have a spammable move with Fearo right now. Kind of want something that hits relatively hard that you can spam a bit more readily than his other moves.
Yeah, so one thing about Hidden Power that has changed since this game came out is that it has a max power of 70, I believe, and it can be anywhere between 40 and 70. So it could be a very, very weak Hidden Power or a very strong one, or strong relatively, but still not very great.
Because the TM contains cross-chop, nice memes. Okay, well, Fearo's not going to see much use in that, but you could. Golduck can definitely make use of it.
Yeah, this Golduck. I actually don't know what Golduck's attack stat is.
It's, I think, a little worse than its special attack, but still okay. Doug, you see Slowbro using extreme speed to outspeed the fastest Pokemon in the game and just knock it out. It's pretty funny. And as Psychic, this thing, oh my goodness. Wow.
Monty might be stuck. Now he's gonna know what the Pidgeotto has and he's gonna switch to it.
No, he did see the moveset. He's I don't think he's interested. But his Fearo cannot really hit this at all. And his Electro is dead, so not really much he can do here.
Yeah, so Golduck's attack stat is 82, which works, I think. It's good enough to get through the game, I reckon.
What's its special attack?
95.
Okay, yeah, that's alright.
So I didn't see Cavin pick up the rod, so he must be satisfied with what he's got.
He doesn't have to struggle to get second or third in the contest now either.
That's actually going to be huge for our racers, because I think a lot of people...
And TM27? Are you kidding me?
So it was a Friday day to set.
Wow, okay.
Apparently.
We're going to see a Lapras in the very next fight.
I believe it. So, Everstone Goldberry, a lot of people recently have been issuing the sentiment that it's probably one of the worst goals in the card to do, because it is almost entirely luck dependent. Where if your goal is to win the butt catching contest, you can just find something that has a 100% guaranteed chance. But for getting second or third, the best chance you're ever going to have is maybe a 60%. There's nothing that will guarantee to 100% get second or third.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how long it takes you to find something you think is going to get second or third and then reset. If you can find it relatively fast and just like try it and then reset, then it's not so bad. But Sometimes you can spend forever trying to find something that will have a decent shot of getting that placing.
Yeah, and luckily today our racers just get to bypass that completely.
Yeah,
so we were talking about how awful this card was with Daigles and all that junk, but they seem to have sidestepped quite a bit, and at worst they have to clockers it for the Lapras.
Dang, Outrage as well. This Golduck's got some powerful moves.
Yeah, Mountebank is going to pick up every item here. He doesn't want to miss that Everstone Goldberry for the reasons we just described. Oh, he is going to skip that item. Very, very bold. He did find the Everstone, though.
Yep, good stuff.
I could have sworn Mountebank found the Aerodosledding, but maybe I think I was thinking of the Pidgeotto, actually. Yeah, he did accidentally click on it for a moment there. Hopefully not giving Cavin too much, pressure or confusion. And now he's going to come across the TM, and this Miltank, actually, I think it wiped the... Wait, the Pidgeotto has Sword Stance now?
Wait, what? Okay, right. That's alright. Yeah, I think Cavin underestimated Miltank's speed there. He was quite low and didn't heal. Miltank has got base 100 speed. It's faster than you might think just by looking at it.
Where did it get Sword Stance? I missed that.
I think maybe it leveled a bit and got Sword Stance. I don't know.
Oh, it was a level up move. Okay. What was the TM he taught? I missed that too. I guess Monty will show us in a moment. Anyways, oh, it's Pedal Dance. I mean, Pedal Dance is a special move, so definitely fitting for the Golduck's moveset. Cavin unfortunately has bike music on. It's gonna get very annoying.
Oh, okay. Is that why you're keeping? Is that why you're keeping it on Mountebank?
Hey, I didn't do anything. I don't have that open. But yeah, we do fortunately now have an option in the pre-game settings to disable bike music and the ability to give nicknames, which saves a little bit of time.
Golduck refused the gift. I think that text doesn't show up in later gens. I don't think, and it's quite. I don't know. It's quite charming for me to see that here. I don't think I've ever actually seen that text before.
No, yeah, I've seen it. Not incredibly often, but maybe like once every couple months I'll see it. Like the, everyone's routine random shiny run-in. Every couple months. Did Mountebank not grab the TM? Oh, I think that's what he taught, Pedal Dance.
Yeah, he's taught Battle Dance.
I thought you were saying the Golduck taught the TM. I would have believed that a lot more. Oh dear. Oh, that learn set's not helping.
Yeah, so far it's trying to learn Metronome and Dream Eater. He'll get Headbutt soon, and then well, it'll be a little easier for him.
Man, I call me a memer, but I might have been inclined to teach Metronome because it can be many, many good things.
Well, yes, but it could also be very many bad things.
Well, there's not many bad things besides, like, you know, the accidental boom every now and
Well,
then.
that's dangerous enough.
Oh no, the 14 just used Billy Drum. That's dangerous, but no, he didn't die. Oh no.
Well, he'll get through it assuming he
Somebody has
uses double
extreme
edge
speed,
again.
right?
Oh no, he's gonna get in levels on his Ariados. This was a bad idea.
Let's go, Cavin.
Maybe it'll learn a sleep-inducing move. Dude, if it learns a sleep-inducing move, this will be just play of the game right here. Oh, Drowsy Mirror Sphere to death in the meantime. Oh no. Oh, it's conversion too, unfortunate.
I don't know what was wrong with Vital Throw.
Yeah, I don't know why I taught that at all, but well, I don't know.
Just in case this thing has to clutch
fun.
out one more fight. I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with Vital Throw, but not anything that Conversion 2 can fix. Yeah, neither of these racers are having a very good time in Azalea Town.
Yeah, goodness me. I mean, yeah, Miracle, you can never see it coming, really. That's just...
So, for the Pokemon goals on the card, those goals are marked when they are marked owned in the Pokedex. So they have to catch them or obtain them and have them marked as owned in the Pokedex.
Wow, the Pidgeotto gets Hyper Beam by the time it reaches level 9. Wow.
I told you it was the main.
Oh my goodness.
But except in the case of Defeat a Lapras, where it clearly states you just need to defeat one. Okay, out of the corner of my eye, it looked like Cavin taught Slam to
It was Slash, don't worry.
Yeah,
don't worry.
I was furiously writing down a note for the
Yeah,
post-game
no.
review.
There's no way he would have taught Slam.
Slam's like one of the worst moves in the game.
Yeah, it's
like,
so bad. It's like not
accepted.
quite Razor Wind bad, but still pretty terrible.
Hey, at least Razor Wind's a crit move.
Well, okay, but I guess that's better for the purposes of one goal on the card. But besides
How many goals
that,
does Slam good for? I guess 4 moves sharing its type, since everyone does that with
Yeah, there you
normal
go.
moves.
but then Razor Wind's good for that too, I guess.
Yeah, true.
When are we having a Pokemon with a move with 4 letters in it?
A Pokemon with 4 moves that have less than 75% accuracy.
Oh dear.
This is upsetting to watch. Like, these guys are getting destroyed. Like, I just look over, like, I'm watching Mounty, and then Mounty's having issues, and I look over to Cavin for some comfort and to watch somebody advance, but he's over here getting destroyed by Voltorb.
Look, at least they're both getting destroyed, so it's a close race.
Definitely. I actually wouldn't be surprised if, given when Cavin marked everything, Mounty thinks he's behind. But like, he's actually not even that far behind. I didn't see what Cavin's TM was there.
I don't know. Anyway, Drowsy showed Sing to Mountebank, and I don't think it showed Sing to Cavin, so that could be
Powder
some
Snow.
nice info for him. Powder Snow is not something you want to see for Firo. But Firo will get headbutt soon. Just hold on until then, Mounty.
So hold on. This Firo is hanging on by a wire.
Yeah.
It's put together with duct tape. Okay, so on Cavin's Rival 2, I believe they took the same starter, actually.
Yeah, they both took the Tentacle.
So whatever we see here, Mounty will end up seeing as well. So we do have a thing with the randomizer where the starter will carry the original Pokemon throughout the game. This will actually remain a Tentacle here until the 4th rival battle, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Mountebank having to go back to the center because he's almost out of cross track.
Rather, it'll stay
at fights.
It'll stay at Venonat. I forgot that was the rival's Pokemon. Apparently, Drowsy showed a Sing to somebody.
Yeah, that was to Mountebank.
Oh, well, that's quite an edge for Mountebank, actually.
It's quite nice for him to have, something over Cavin, considering Cavin has those 2 Pokemon goals and the progress lead at the moment.
Yeah, and, Mountebank could maybe clearly find out where the Ariados is based off metagaming, but that Victory Bell Vileplume is a complete mystery at this point.
Yeah, like he might try and metagame that, but you don't expect your opponent to go to Route 36 most of the time.
Especially given, Cavin finished Violet City so much faster than Mounty. So he may not have seen Cavin being desperate enough to go there. That's a desperation play.
Has Cavin already got full move sharing its type from Pidgeotto?
He might, but I'll leave that for him to mark.
I think it was Swords Dance, Roar, Focus Energy, and it had Wing Attack before, so it would have already had it, but cut now.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where doesn't seem like there's no intention there to mask a goal or hide something from your opponent, so that's kind of on him to mark it.
Okay, he also teaches Tentacle. Not really entirely sure why.
He's gonna check in at Goldenrod Center. Very, very smart. Because if something happens, God forbid, and you did not enter that Pokemon Center, you're going back to Azalea Town. Or in Fire's case, you're going back to Violet City. Okay, so 4 National Park trainers are on the card. There's kind of several camps about when you want to do this. Cavin opting to do it before anything is done in Goldenrod City. So most people prefer to actually do it when they're leaving Goldenrod for the final time. But, it might be good to get some levels in before you fight Whitney.
At the moment, it doesn't help us get a bingo line, though he's close to column 1. He would need to see Graveler, Haunter, or Magic, but he's close to that at least.
Yeah, so at this point, I guess maybe we can kind of take a look at what they have info on and what they don't. We did mention earlier that Cavin already has a way to complete column 3, but I don't think they've found anything that would let them complete any other row, column, or diagonal.
Yeah, I think the only thing they have info on is Giraffe Rig. Everything else is a mystery right now.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason in the back of my mind, I was thinking I saw Sunflora, but maybe I was thinking of another race. Yeah,
maybe Sunflora's has been haunting your dreams ever since that infamous race.
And I watched that entire race, even though I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, I commentated that entire race.
How did that make you feel?
Let's just focus on this one, shall we?
So, Golduck, it's not my first choice of a main, but you can run anything as long as it has 80 or above in the attacking stat that you choose to use with it, I think. There's people in this tournament that have won using Pokemon that are not fully evolved, so you really, really can run anything. There are things that are better, and I wouldn't put Golduck as superior to anything, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, at least you can At least you can run it with, you know, both physical and special moves. Quite nice to have those options.
What's this saying? He played through that entire race, so he was probably the most traumatized, I reckon. So Mountebank's gonna headbutt here in Ilex Forest. I'm not sure why. Maybe he's not happy with the Firo. But a level 10, that's...
I think it's just a bit of a meme play to get some encounters that Cavin might not be able to metagame if it pays off.
Yeah, I think Ilex Forest actually has a unique headbutt group, if I'm not mistaken. So it could be, you know, we do have Catch Pokemon Tojo and Catch Pokemon Lugia's room on the card, and you know, when those two goals are on the card, people do tend to use alternative means to find a Pokemon to throw off their opponent. And, you know, that's kind of no exception, except there's no Catch Pokemon and Ilex goal on the card. But if you were to catch something there that's on the card, Cavin would just go in there and look on the ground, and he wouldn't find anything, waste a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, we just have very little info right now, so I don't mind Mountebank taking the time to search a few slots here and there. It could easily pay off for him.
Yeah, that maybe took 40 seconds. It really wasn't that big of a detriment. So he's going to go ahead and do some shopping here in Goldenrod Mart. There are some things in here that you can't get until later, like revives and stuff, and there's some things in Goldenrod Mart you really can't get anywhere else, you know, realistically, like full heals. Full heals are very, 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 very good items, and you can only get them here in Blackthorn, I believe.
I think you can buy them in the Signwood Pharmacy as well.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that exists. I never go in there. But nevertheless, we'll see if Mountebank actually ends up deciding to fight those FOMO trainers right now. Or the National Park trainers, rather. Looks like he's going to go for the TM and fight this bug catcher. So maybe he'll just sidestep it entirely.
Wait, this guy had a Gligar in a race I did earlier today. What's going on here?
It's all coming together. Was that ROM made by Dunsparce?
It was made by Dunsparce.
This ROM was also made by Dunsparce. Doubt. Anyways, Cavin's received the Squirt Bottle, so now he's free to go to Ecruteak City and wherever he wants, practically. That's TM34. That's like TM... So, it's funny. They have TM04 or TM20 on the card, but the substitute for that goal is TM34 or 46. So, on another card, that's the goal, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you know, can't make it too easy for them, can we?
Smeargle's not on today's card, unfortunately. Yeah, looks like Monty's gonna go ahead and fight the phone book trainers right now. Good idea. I definitely think it's probably better to fight them before Whitney, just to make sure you have no issues with her, because she can be quite threatening if your levels aren't great.
I'm not sure if Cavin grabbed Kenya.
Did Mountebank?
I don't think he has yet. I know Cavin didn't pick Kenya up on the way.
He's only gonna fight one of them right now. That's weird.
I saw two of the passes Cavin did, and he didn't. And both times he left Goldenrod, he didn't get it.
So Mountebank only fought one of the phone book trainers. That's probably fine, because you have to come back up through here anyway to go to Ecruteak City. So maybe after Whitney, he's gonna fight the other three. I guess. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, no, maybe he just was worried about his cross-chop PP or something. Oh, Cavin does have Kenya. Okay.
Yeah, so after Whitney, you want to heal anyway, so you usually use the PC on the east gates of National Park, and if you're going there anyway, you might as well fight all the trainers and exhaust your remaining PP and then heal after everything's said and done. So, well, that's probably what we'll see from Mountebank.
The black Gengar-like sprite. Yeah, I think there's only a limited number of things that can be. Obviously Gengar. I think, yeah, Gengar, the other ghosts. It might just be the ghost, actually. Oh, is that right?
I'm pretty sure Wobbuffet has that sprite.
I've seen a page with this info before. Oh, Gramble shows a sleep-inducing move on Mountebank's side. More nice info for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. I did like one Google search and I couldn't find it. So
yeah, I found it. You were right. It's all the ghosts and all Wobbuffet.
That's such a weird standout, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe there's just like nothing else that they made that would have fit it. So maybe Mountebank will check Kenya. I'm not sure. I don't think Cavin ever checked it. It really does, serve no importance right now, so I don't, blame them for not checking it. I don't know. Usually what I do in a situation like this where Kenya's not even involved with the card, where TM50 is not a goal, I'll remove the mail from Kenya and just PC heal, the normal way.
Oh, there's a baby in the bug hatching contest for Mountebank.
Oh yeah, 2 different baby Pokemons there. Column 401. Yeah, it's not in a great spot for Mountebank right now because he is lacking 2 pieces of info in both the row and the column that he doesn't have. But it might be good for later if these things show up. So I guess he is just sounds like bees, so it must be Dugong. I think the first one was Magneton?
Yeah.
That sounds like Raichu.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to doubt you on Raichu knowledge. No, it's definitely Raichu.
Yeah, so maybe Magneton, Dugong, and I was kind of half guessing Dugong and Raichu.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not entirely sure about the second one either, but it could be Dugong.
I don't know. The only reason I know remotely what Dugong's cry sounds like is because every time I get sent out, I'm like, why does it sound like bees? Like, it doesn't match at all. But Mountebank definitely going to make some progress here, catching up to Cavin. Cavin? Or Mountebank got a Graveler, Haunter, and Machoke, and I missed it. That's great, actually.
Yeah, the Kenya was Haunter. He's just checked it.
Oh, Cavin got that, not Mountebank.
Cavin got that, yeah.
So,
but Mountebank does have it as well, but he just hasn't checked it yet.
Right. So it's actually... well, it's good for both of them. Actually, that's fine for Mountebank, too, because... like we said earlier, he can metagame with that Area Dislidian was pretty easily. Like,
yep.
Cavin caught that pretty much right after they had access to Pokeballs. But yeah, for Cavin, that's phenomenal because now, as long as some babies show up, that row 1 becomes doable as well.
More info on our screen. We see Skarmory.
Very good. Love to see it. Now that does free up column 5 or row 5 for Cavin. Should he be on the flying type train?
Yeah, I think at the moment he's just got the Pidgeotto.
He hasn't been quite as savvy about them as Mountebank has, but
Well, I mean, I think Mountebank's only got Pharaoh and Pidgeotto.
that's twice as many.
It's true. 100% more than Cavin has.
100% increase, sure. But yeah, or rather, I'm saying that these players have access to these rows and columns, but at the end of the day, it all does depend on if these things are in viable locations. And with our Dex Area Beep inclusion in this tournament, the definition of viable location has expanded quite a bit. But even then, it could be Mount Silver only, or not even in Johto, so that is something to worry about.
Cavin856's a baby. That's Togepi information.
Oh, apparently there was an Exeggutor on one of the kimonos.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, that does put row 2 on the table as well.
Alright. We're slowly getting there with information.
We just have to complain about it a little bit longer and they'll get
Yeah.
it. The game rewards complainers. I would know.
Just call me Garfield the Whining.
That's wonderful. I love that. I just wish my name was that malleable, but... And nevertheless, Cavin has defeated Morty, and now he's going to be moving on to Olivine City, probably stopping to fight the Lass. I don't see any reason not to, because it is a free bingo at this point.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely going to fight the Lass.
Ah, yes, there's the Exeggutor on the kimono for Mountebank. Okay, so Mountebank gets to say hi to everyone's favorite Pokemon tech guy, Bill, in an attempt to heal his Pokemon. This is the only center, I believe, that has a cutscene attached to it. When you enter the center, Bill tells you about the Time Machine, a device you can use to transfer Pokemon from the first generation over to the second. And maybe back, if I recall correctly, I'm not sure. But anyways, it takes about 15 seconds, so we try to skip this if possible. But there is a benefit to it if you do decide to watch that cutscene. Bill will now spawn in Goldenrod City and provide you with a static Pokemon. So, more often than not, these last couple weeks, it's been something on the card, so it's something definitely to consider. I don't think Cavin did it at all, though.
Mountebank's definitely seen the Haunter now, but he hasn't marked it, and I feel like I should mark it for him.
Yeah, if you saw him look at it, I would.
Yeah, he saw it when he was doing PC stuff.
Oh yeah, he deposited it, definitely. Yeah, once again, I don't think it was done in a malicious intent, but it is just important to keep things updated and accurate. So at least Cavin knows. Oh, now he's seen the Haunter. Cavin, this is not one of the optimal swimmers to fight. Recently, I went through and labeled how many Pokemon each of them have, and drew out a really nice path for the best way to fight them. But yeah, this is not one of the ideal ones, I think. But you know, if Mountebank does the absolute most optimal swimmer path, he's going to have different fights. So maybe it could be worth it if these things have info.
Alright, so if this guy isn't one of the ones you want to fight, which ones is this? What is this person
one?
The one you want to
Yes. I actually have an image I can send you.
fight? Okay, because I think I saw you label swimmers, but I'm not sure I saw the path through it. Because that first guy is one I had in mind for fighting, but I guess if he's suboptimal, I shouldn't be fighting him.
Very much, yeah. Oh my god, the picture's so tidy. So this one Cavin's going to is the next optimal one. So the one on that left wall that he fought with one Pokemon was the first one. This is the second one. The one right below is the third one. The one right below that is the fourth one. And then the one past the little trench is the third one, or the second last one. Hold on, let me just draw a little line for you real quick.
Wait, you have to go like all the way down. Isn't that a ton of extra surfing?
Not really. The only extra surfing is you know, just going left and right to navigate, and then going back up to Silentwood City, because you have to go those down steps anyway to get to the gym.
I mean, I guess, but you could be biking. Anyway, that's Cavin's fourth swimmer.
There we go. Yeah, I hadn't really actually considered movement in Cianwood, but that is the least amount of Pokemon you can fight in the Swimmer Path. So you said that was his fifth swimmer? Okay, so this should be his
Yes,
sixth. Yes,
this will be his last one down here.
I guess he's going past that one. Well, doesn't matter.
Well, there you go. Now we got sunflower information too.
Yeah, just in case the Exeggutor is bad, it's always good to have you know, the second Pokemon of the little group coupled with it. That's actually why we have the Pokemon goals in little clusters, just in case one of them's, you know, ridiculous and unreasonable. We don't want that goal to be completely unobtainable. So, Berry Juice Elixir in this game can be generated a couple ways. Elixir, there's a house in Lake of Rage where if you show a man a Magikarp of a certain size, he'll give you an elixir. It's about 1 in 3 for that. I believe it's actually impossible, but the data says 1 in 3, so take that as you will. Berry Juice, if you give Shuckle a berry, starting in Goldenrod City, the moment you walk in, after every successful battle, it will have a 1 in 16 chance to turn it into a Berry Juice. Successful meaning either capturing, defeating, or capturing or defeating a Pokemon or a trainer.
And apparently that playground rumor you might have heard about Berry Juice being able to turn into a rare candy is just that. It's a myth. It does not happen.
Yep. You know, even our Speed Choice developers, when I asked about that, they were like, yes, it does. Let me show you right in the code where it says that. Then they showed me the code. I'm like, there's nothing here. And they said, yeah, I noticed that when I sent that to you. Like, they were so certain of it, and then they set the code lines, and, you know, there's nothing in there. So even they thought it was.
Mythbuster Halkery, just that's the hero we need.
Yes, sir. Anyways, so Cavin mostly done with Chuck's gym. Once he defeats Chuck and grabs Fly from Chuck's wife outside, he's going to enter what we call the cleanup phase of the run. Basically, where with Fly, you can practically go anywhere you want that you've already been very, very quickly, not have to backtrack at all, and accomplish a lot of goals really quickly. For example, the charcoal is obtained after you've done the Farfetched quest in Ilex Forest, and normally after that, they leave Ilex Forest and go back to Azalea Town, where you can talk to them for a charcoal. It's slow to leave Ilex Forest, go back to Azalea, get the charcoal, go back into the forest, and then finish the forest, so you can just fly back to Azalea after you obtain Fly, and it's a lot faster.
Mountebank teaches TM30 sword stance to Firo, so that's it's gonna be very nice for the next gym, just sword stance and headbutt everything.
Yeah, even for the upcoming fights, because he still has to do Chuck's gym, and then 6 badges is in the card, right in the middle, actually. So we'll probably end up seeing them do Price as well.
Yeah, well, definitely Price because you got that Pokemon Lugia's room too, which you need to use Whirlpool for.
We have a 53 Fly for Cavin. Actually not bad, considering he fought Phonebook Trainers, fought the last, fought 6 Swimmers. That's actually phenomenal, given all those factors. He's going to teach Fly to Pidgeotto.
Yeah, he did already have the 4. He was sharing his time.
Yeah, just to make sure, though.
He's had that since the beginning, but he's just, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes...
Now he knows.
Yeah, sometimes you're a little bit too fixated on doing goals and things, and sometimes people don't know that certain things are certain types of moves, so...
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to remember what type some of these moves are, A lot of weird moves are Psychic type, like Agility Psychic type, Rest is Psychic type, Meditate being Psychic type I guess kind of makes a bit more sense, but it's a little harder to remember the moves that... the non-damaging ones, what types they are.
Right. Yeah, I remember. I think it was the first tournament I ever did in 2017. I did not know that Spikes was a ground type move. I thought it was just a normal type move, and I had to unmark the goal after I found that out. It sounds like a Rhyhorn, or no, it's a Muck. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk to you.
Don't get too excited. More like Rhyhorn would have been much better. You can't. You'd only. Well,
I don't think Mountebank's fighting Swimmers.
Not yet, anyway.
Maybe it's just paying them no attention at all.
Well, I suppose he knows he's behind at the moment, so maybe he just wants to get on with it at the moment and hope that.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I hope that's not on his path, so that's time Cavin spent that he didn't have to spend.
Yeah, I mean, Cavin's only seen the Togepi, I believe, for babies, so he isn't quite able to do row 1 yet.
They haven't seen Making Meowth either, so he can't do the diagonal, and he hasn't seen Golem Rhydon yet, so he can't do anything with the Swimmer goal.
Executor and Whirl Islands, well, we'll go there anyway for Lugia's room, so we can do that.
39 and 46.
In better places.
Yeah, he's gonna go straight to 39 and grab that Sunflora. Something to bring up about this grass up here. Some people may not know this, but every grass patch in the game has an encounter rate of 15, which is pretty much the standard for grass. This patch of grass actually has the encounter rate of a cave, where you hardly ever get encounters, relatively. So it's very interesting. But Sunflora shut up right away, so no big deal. Plus with Sweet Scent, it's not even a big deal to begin with. It was really only a problem when goals were on the card, like don't use a TM, or don't use more than 1 TM, or other things like that.
Oh, they have Golem info, okay.
Oh yeah, I must have missed that.
Giraffriggin, Whirlhounds, and Tin Tower. Alright. Oh, he has Cleffa too. Never mind then, he does have 2 babies. Okay, that's also on 46.
I didn't see him dex Togepi, but I'm sure that'll come later. Oh, thank God, Mountebank defrosted. Yeah, freeze is probably aside from, it's probably objectively the worst status you can be afflicted with, because curing from freeze is random 10% chance every single turn, and you could theoretically never get unfrozen. He's gonna catch this Togetic, presumably for flying types. Gonna switch to Pidgeotto just to weaken it a little bit. Definitely respect it, because, you know, these are low-level Pokemon, and with your main, there's no way to efficiently weaken them unless you have False Swipe or something, so it's good to have these lower levels around to properly weaken Pokemon to catch.
Yeah, it feels bad to just waste a bunch of Pokeballs at full health Pokemon like that.
Yeah, so we do have a minimum catch rate applied to this ROM, basically where...
Do we, though? Do we?
Well, we tell our racers that we have a minimum catch rate applied. Oh my gosh, that's a Vileplume! Well, maybe Mountebank will come here and see that Vileplume, and that will be nullified info. But anyways, minimum catch rate. At full HP, it's about a 1 in 3 chance for something to get into the ball, but if you weaken it to about half, it's practically guaranteed. I say practically because I've had it at like 40% breakout. It's kind of ridiculous. Chucky's a Pikachu with no good moves to speak of.
Had Sleep Talk. It's not quite a sleep-inducing move. Anyway, Cavin does have a path to finish, assuming that everything exists. You can do columns 1 and 3. Rows 2 and 5, and TLBR.
So Mountebank is done with Chuck as well. Gonna go ahead and teach Fly to Fearow. You know, everyone feels their own certain way about teaching Fly to your main if it's a flying type. I don't like it personally, just because Fly 2-turn moves take forever. It just adds up a lot of time over the course of everything you're doing. But, different things for different people. Also, happy 1 hour.
Sometimes I like to teach Dig for coverage. I mean, it's not something I want to do in general, but sometimes I need to do it for some kind of coverage. Skarmory's in Mount Mortar, Union Cave, and Tin Tower.
That was the Cleffa. Not too long for Cavin there. He's very low on Pokeballs. I'd recommend switching and weakening that. Oh, nope. No, ignore me. He just, 1 in 3 is, exactly what we say it is. Yeah, there's one thing about teaching Dig to a Pokemon for coverage, but then there's another thing about, having completed Chuck and having a moveset that was good enough to get there, and then teaching over one of those moves for Fly that I generally disagree with. But then again, I think it is just a personal thing.
And Fly's only 70 power in this game. In later games it gets boosted to 90 power, but it's not particularly powerful in this game.
See, I didn't actually know that Fly was only 70 power. I've never caught Fly.
Fly's only 70, Dig's only 60 as well. They're pretty mean to these 2-turn moves.
Cavin's gonna go ahead and clock reset to get that Lapras. He's standing in front of Union Cave right now. Did you say that there was Skarmory in Union Cave as well?
That's right, Skarmory and Union Cave.
Okay, so he's probably going to try to take care of both of them in the same trip. Mountebank can see what the draft is, probably not pleased.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll do it if they have to, I reckon, since Lucas Dream's there.
Yeah, I think Cavin was waiting until the day rolled over to do this, because... if you are in a hurry and you're not paying attention, you could have set your clock to Friday 11:59 p.m. and then had it roll back over to Saturday if you're not careful. Okay, so Skarmory's in this room. That's what the Dex Area Beep feature does. If you're in the same room as the encounter, it'll beep at you. But that does not discriminate whether it's on the ground or in the water. And luckily, it's first encounter.
Oh, look at that! He's getting pretty decent luck with finding these things. in a
Oh, there's
reasonable amount of
Dunsparce
time.
info for Mountebank.
Oh yeah, so that might be in a better spot than Giraffe Rig is. Counter! Oh no.
I hope he bought revives. Now, even though there's a level differential here, about 11, Skarmory is absolutely something you can weaken with a Golduck, especially a Golduck with mostly physical moves. Now, if you're Mountebank, what are you thinking? Now, seeing all these goals being marked.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by any of them because I think he's seen info on all of this stuff. But it is a little intimidating to see all of these things get marked off super fast.
The button combination for clock resetting is down select B, let go of down and B, hold up right, let go of select. I believe
It's hold up left.
Oh,
Isn't
it's a Wobbuffet. Oh, that's so conflicting.
Oh, well, you could clock reset again and come back here.
You could, yeah, just leave the room, clock reset twice, because yeah, I think you have to get off of Friday. But no, regardless, he's just going to defeat it.
I mean,
but he has Wobbuffet info now.
He wouldn't even need these changes to check his stuff again because
oh my god, he's going to do
it.
it.
He can't do it here because it's not going to work if he does it here. He has to. Well, he'll have to leave the room and come back.
Yeah, so he has to change the clock twice. So I think after he changes the clock once, he's probably going to leave the room, and then after that doesn't work, Kevin. Oh no. So
I've never actually tried this myself. I assume you can just set it to like 11:59 on Thursday and have it roll over.
Yeah, you probably could do that. It just has to turn Friday for the game to recognize that it's a different Friday. Because if you do what Cavin just did, it assumes you didn't change anything at all.
Yeah, it's because it'll be the same Friday. Yeah, so that's not going to work. I don't think.
Crystal does not really have any kind of date remembrance or date system at all. So every Friday is the same Friday.
Oh, never mind. It does work. It does work. Okay, so you can just do that. All right, cool. So you don't have to get the day rollover. Now I know.
Wait, what did he do?
He just he got the Wobbuffet again just by doing what he did.
All he did was just change the clock.
All he did was just change the date to the same date he was already on, and he got the Wobbuffet again.
So he did what?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We learned something. Easy money.
Okay. So what I saw him do, where he just hit A on the time it already was, he just had to leave the room and come back, and that worked?
Yep.
That doesn't work with my brain, but I'll do my best to remember that.
Togepi in Blackthorn Water, as well as... but if he doesn't want to go that far, he can just go to Burn Tower instead. Yeah,
Burn Tower not as bad as it used to be, especially with the onset of Dex Area Beep. But before then, 14 slots was quite intimidating of location to go for. Some racers in that era might have actually preferred going through Ice Path and all the way to Blackthorn just to deal with less slots. Togepi does count as a baby. Togepi is a baby Pokemon. I don't know which Pokemon Cavin has that has a sleep-inducing move. I might have to ask him later.
I think it must be the Wobbuffet because he marked it at the same time that he got that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mountebank finds a Tyrogue in Whirl Island, so that's nice. He just gets the second baby right there in Lugia's room.
That might make Cavin leave, honestly. That would make me leave, because if I'm looking here for a second baby, and I know there's one in Lugia's room, I might be inclined to leave. And knowing Monty, he doesn't do any kind of good rod shenanigans or anything to throw people off.
Well, you say that, but he did headbutt in Alex Forest.
True, he does have that side to him, I suppose. But nevertheless, 2 baby Pokemon not going to be very difficult for Cavin. He's actually got 2 bingos at this point, almost 3. And almost 4 if he goes for TLBR. And then from there, I guess it's just Charcoal? Is that it? Lugia's room, 6 badges, Mystery Berry, Charcoal. That's 5. Yeah, that is 5.
Dang, so this terrible bingo card actually turned out to be not so bad after all.
Like
huh?
this is, he doesn't even need to do any more catches except for Lugia's room, but nothing, RNG. This could be very, very fast. I think we might be able to see the fastest run of the tournament so far.
Oh, you're hyping it up a bit here.
He just has to fight Price and go to Lugia's room and then catch a Pokemon. That's all he has to do. But with this gold deck, it might be easier said than done. No, he doesn't need Tojo.
Yeah, he doesn't need row 5, but he will. Well, he will need Tojo for column 3.
Yeah, but the path right now is.
Oh no, he doesn't need
column
column 3, does he?
Column 4, row 1, row 2, TLBR.
Oh yeah, okay then. Yeah, never mind. He doesn't need that. Dang. Well, I mean that would be. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 2 rows, 2 columns, then a diagonal. So it literally is just a matter of time at this point. Like, there's nothing really that can trip Cavin up. Unless there's, like, a Thunderbolt Zapdos or something on Prize, which I think Monty's already fought it. We would have noticed it if that was the case, since he's running Fearow. I can feel, like, the pressure in Cavin's mashing. That was so quick to get back to serve. He knows. But yeah, this is... we were saying before the race, this is actually quite an upset, actually.
Cavin has a bit of a rivalry with Bakura as well, who has the current fastest tournament time, so maybe there's some extra motivation there.
I don't want to assume anything, but I think this will probably be a PB for Cavin as well. We'll have to ask him about that after he's finished. Yeah, if things had gone better, this could have been a sub 110.
Yeah, this Golduck was not great at the start. He had a fair few problems with finding a main, and I mean, it had a decent moveset, but it still struggled a little at the beginning.
Now, does he have Pokeballs? I didn't really bother checking that.
Don't ask me that now. Don't make me worried about this.
I need you to be invested in this scarf. There's a lot on the line here. He can go down there and have no Pokeballs.
No. He'll be fine. I think he still has that level ball, actually.
Oh, yeah, true. So he doesn't even have to fight with anything, really.
Yeah, level ball always catches things with 255 catch rate, which everything does have.
Yeah, this is absolutely the fastest time of the tournament, unless he gets lost.
Mountebank accidentally hits that optional right before the Lapras and just resets again to reset the time again, just so he doesn't have to fight her. Oh, he used it on Wobbuffet? Okay, well, never mind then. You'll be fine.
And it's eggs.
There you go.
Oh, he doesn't have global ball.
He's got laser balls though. No worries.
No, there is a worry. He's got to put up an impressive
No
time.
worries. Slash is not going to kill this. He should just slash this. Execute's got decent defense. Well,
that's the last time he cross chops this thing. It just converted into a ghost type. All right, well that's the bingo. Congratulations to Cavin856, our winner. I do want to ask him about sleep-inducing moves to make 100% sure, but otherwise,
yeah, I mean,
really
chat confirmed that Wobbuffet used Lovely Kiss against him, so that's that's fine.
Outstanding. Let me see if I can get him in here for an interview.
Yeah, incredible time. Excellent job. 1:11:10.
I believe that actually beats my PV too. Just barely. Cavin, congratulations.
I don't even know how this happened. Like, this isn't beating Monty. This felt like a crushing victory. And that's not something that you usually do to Monty.
At the start of this race, you both complained about the card, and yet here we are with the fastest time of the tournament yet.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, the fastest time before this was a 1:15:05 by Bakura.
I mean, this might be a new PB for me too. I mean, I don't know what to say. I feel like everything was lucky and fell into my cards. Especially that Lapras, my goodness.
Yeah, your encounter luck was outstanding. Like, you know, some things may have taken you like 5 tries at most. I think the Togepi took you a little bit, and the Cleffa took you a little bit. But other than that, like, everything was fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm curious, what was Monty running? Because I feel like Monty had a lot of trouble.
So he ran a Pharaoh, but it only really started with Fire Blast, Cross Chop, and Hidden Power, which might have been Fire by the looks of it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense based on how ahead I was.
Yeah, I mean, your Golduck, it wasn't exactly sweeping through things at the start. It had a few problems, but it had a lot of good moves, and that did help a lot.
Yeah, the Golduck was just kind of the very definition of a build-a-main. It was just, I just saw Drill Peck, and I was like, okay, it's got Drill Peck and a bunch of other garbage that can get it through. Drill Peck is good enough, probably, and I can pray for TMs. And then once it got Cross Chop off of Falconer's TM, I was like, okay, yep, Drill Peck, Cross Chop, anything else in it's runnable.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looked like we were short on info for a little bit. I mean, you did find the Ariados and the Vileplume, and that helped you out a bit. But yeah, and then we got like, I think the only thing we didn't have info on was Mankey and Meowth by the end. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, my route changed half a dozen times. I was actually considering just, since I was going to Meme Islands anyway, I was like, okay, I'll just Dex the Girafarig as I'm going there, and then...
I was hoping we'd see that,
yeah,
but then...
I was really going to try, but then the Lapras was Wobbuffet, and also apparently Dunsparce was just in Price's gym. I think that's what Monty got, maybe?
Yes, that's right, I think.
So I didn't have...
No, actually, he got the Wobbuffet too.
Okay.
I think he went for the Lapras and also caught the Wobbuffet. I don't think he knows it has the... Oh, no, he has Smart Sleep Inducing move, never mind, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because I was originally thinking, okay, well, Girafarig, if I can't do it, probably won't exist. I'll have to, like, do Toja Falls and go for Flying types, and then Flying types kind of fell into my lap. I think I'm at 4 now, which isn't terrible. But, like, for the longest time, I was really confused, especially with Kenya. Because, like, I checked Kenya really late. And then Monty took, like, another 10 minutes to mark the goal.
Yeah, he checked it even later than you did, I think. He was doing stuff with the box in Equity Center. I had to mark it for him because I don't think he was even thinking about that.
Yeah. Because that just had me thinking. It was like, what happened to Monty that I'm so far ahead? So really, it was just a lot of confusion on my part. But anyway, if you have any questions in particular about anything I did?
I don't know if Halka's saying anything. I can't hear him.
You're right. So what was your sleep-inducing move, just out of curiosity?
It was Lovely Kiss on the Wobbuffet.
Okay, that we thought so. We just want to make sure. But other than that, I think you pretty much answered any questions we had for you. So with this, you're now 1-0 in your group.
Yeah, what a way to start, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
best time in the tournament and beating the defending Cinco Bingo champion. Like,
yeah, I mean, I was most concerned about Monty, but I guess, I mean, anything can happen. I often underestimate myself and overestimate my opponents, but this was still it feels good. It's a good way to start.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people came in here, expecting Monty to clean up similarly to how he did in the last tournament. Cypress probably had the same thing, and Cypress ended up taking a win there, but then he did struggle against Diego Armando. So everyone's a killer in these brackets, definitely. You can't really take it easy on anyone. So I'll be really excited to watch your remaining matches. Looks like you do actually have a match Monday versus Diego Armando. Speak of the situation.
Yeah, I do.
And I think this is the only match you have scheduled right now.
Yeah, so far it is.
Okay. Yeah. So, once again, congratulations. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about the run, or anything else you wanted to add?
Not off the top of my head. Really, just everything kind of just flew by. The rocky start was pretty rough, but once we got... Actually, I do want to comment on how horrible that mill tank was in the well. That mill tank trolled me so hard.
Yeah, I think Mountebank struggled with it for a long time. I just remember, like, there was moments where I would just look over at Monty's screen. He was having a lot of difficulty, and it wouldn't get any better switching over to you. There was nowhere to look where there was just happiness. Like, you were both suffering so much.
I look forward to watching the VOD.
It was a very good race, honestly. Despite, I don't want to say blowout, but, just the dominance we had, displayed here. It still was a very, very fun race to watch, for sure.
Yeah, Mountebank's currently searching for... He's trying to find that Ariados that you found on Route 30, but he's not having a lot of luck at the moment.
Yeah, that's practically the only thing that you caught that really can be metagamed. Oh yeah, you found it. Because, you caught that on Route 30 after leaving Mr. Pokemon's house. But then the Victory Bell Vileplume, I was saying earlier, the way you caught it, and then you being so far ahead of him leaving Violet, I don't think he'd think you go there to Route 36 as a play of desperation, because you didn't really seem desperate because you were just so far ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking when I saw the Vileplume. I'm like 8 minutes in. You never get to Route 36 this fast, because I had ridiculous encounter luck early on.
Yeah, and then we saw on your screen when you went for the Cleffa, that Vileplume was also on Route 46. It doesn't look like he's going for that, though, unfortunately.
The one
I
thing
make up for Sunflora. I think Sunflora was also on Route 46. It was, so we may see him go there.
If he goes to 46, maybe you'll find a Vileplume there.
Looks like he is, I guess.
Yeah,
well, I don't think he's biking there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. He's going to 31.
Yeah, he might be thinking that the Vileplume was here.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to metagame it here.
Yeah, that Sunflora was one thing I was thinking might be a bit tricky, since I got that off of swimmer info, I think. And
that's right,
Exeggutor was terrible.
Monty has the Sunflora info, so I think...
Well, Exeggutor was also in Whirl Island, so you could have still got that.
Yeah, so,
I just want to see someone find something in Whirl Islands, alright?
Carf wants blood.
Yes.
But, oh my gosh, I had something, and I think I've lost.
Sorry, my bloodlust just driven out your brain.
No. So, we were saying when you got Fly, that was 53 minutes, which, is pretty average, but then you take into account that you had to do 4 trainers in the National Park, you had to fight the last, you had to fight 6 swimmers. With all that considered, it's a very, very fast fly time. Like, it's honestly very, very good.
Yeah, I was thinking, that's a pretty okay fly time. Usually I'm a perfectionist, I try to get, sub 45, just blitz, blitz, blitz. But...
I can't believe you outblitzed Mr. Blitz himself. That's still quite astounding, actually. But yeah, if you want to hang out with us until Monty's done, you're more than welcome to. We do have quite a bit left, time left on our slot here, so we'll probably be able to see Monty finish with no issue. So I hope he's keeping track of slots, because he doesn't know this is here for sure, so he must be keeping track. And yeah, I think it really just was how fast you got to 36 and throwing him off right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he looked here for he was here for a while, just training up his Pharaoh, and he didn't see it here. So I don't know how much he's kept those slots in his mind that he found earlier, but he's got to be. He's been here for a little bit, so I'm not sure how much longer here. Yeah, he's going now. Back to he looks like he's probably going to 46 now. So hopefully he sees the Vileplume there before he sees the Sunflora.
He didn't like going that way. I guess there's a way to get to 46 without risking going through any grass, which I guess is worth it. I don't know, these speedrunners, man, these vanilla speedrunners, they'll cut down a cut bush, or they'll cut down a patch of grass just to not walk through it.
I think in Glitchless you actually do that in on Route 36 on the way to Cedar Widow.
That's what I was referring to. It's like 2 steps. Just take the risk. You'll be fine. But it's probably not time efficient to take that risk. But,
yeah, there's the Vileplume. That's nice for him that he saw that.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna come in here, thinking that's where Kevin found it. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Ugh, I wouldn't have done that. It's quite a hard-hitting move. Sludge Bomb is 90 in this generation still, right?
It is.
90, 95, I forget.
So he's gonna get Sunflora, and then I suppose he's just gonna fight the swimmers and basically have the same path as you.
He could go for Tojo.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, probably just do that instead.
Yeah, it's just in your situation, you had already fought the swimmers, so you didn't need Tojo. That was probably the one thing that could have been improved upon in your run, was not doing swimmers. But
yeah,
you know, hindsight's 2020.
I mean, at the time, I didn't have nearly as much info. Like, I mean, I didn't dex the Executor info, but I certainly didn't have. I didn't have the Skarmory info, and I didn't have the Sleep Move info. So
where did Monty get Skarmory info?
Skarmory info was in Chuck's gym.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, definitely reasonable to, on the way from Olivine to Cianwood, you know, fighting the trainers. Might as well, since you're surfing past them anyway.
Yeah, I realized that, I just thought of it this morning, that a lot of my races I end up losing because I just end up skipping, like, 8 trainers on 35, or 6 swimmers, or national park trainers. I just blitz too hard, and then I don't have any info. Everyone else has already fought these, has the info, and has been spending the next 20-30 minutes getting to fly, but knowing what their route is going to be.
So the thing about 8 trainers on 32 that I'm a very big advocate of is I think you actually catch up to your opponents with the levels that you have gained from, you know, doing those trainers so early. Because where other people are taking 2 to 3 turns to kill something, you can one-shot them. And it just saves a lot more time than you'd think. But Swimmers, it's definitely different than that. It's not quite as drastic, but it is experience where, you know, Chuck might be able to, you know, have something dangerous, and that's mitigated by your level boost.
Yeah, I was mainly doing it exclusively because corner goal, plus it's like, what, 8 extra Pokemon? It's info.
I wonder if we're going to see Monty go to Route 39 to get the Sunflora, because he's not having any luck here.
Yeah, you found it pretty quickly on 39, Cavin. I think it was your first encounter, actually. That was pretty good.
Yeah, so Sunflora, Skarmory, technically Wobbuffet, lol, and Vileplume, and Ariados, I think, were your first encounter on the route.
Yeah, I think so.
I may be mistaken about the Ariados, but yeah, not quite the case for Mountebank here. Yeah, but no, I think that coupled with you know, the catch luck, the encounter luck rather, coupled with, you know, just the efficiency of doing everything, just, you know, made this a really solid run. But I don't think Mountebank's main was bad. It certainly needed work at the beginning, and I don't think it's still, at this point, I don't think it's really that great of a moveset, to be quite honest. But it works, I guess.
Yeah, it just needed time to get off the ground, and yeah, maybe if it hadn't taken as much time as it had, we would have had a close race. But you guys were still pretty close around Azalea time, really. There wasn't that much in it.
Yeah, we're only at 126 right at this moment. So if he catches this Sunflora now and goes to Tojo Falls and catches another Pokemon, that's still a pretty average time, honestly. Like, pretty above average, actually. I'd say the average is 130. Actually, yeah, we have statistics on the average is 137.10, actually.
Well, there you go then. And that's not accounting for all the DNFs as well.
Yeah, we don't have a way to do that. Okay, so yeah, we will just see him go to Tojo for the finish. Not a bad idea. Okay, so Mountebank is done on our race time in 1:27:06. I'm going to go ahead and invite him as well.
Wow, spoilers. I can't believe he spoiled it. He caught a Pokemon on Tojo Falls.
I'm sorry. We'll do better in the future. Hello, Mountebank. How's it going?
I've had better races.
Yeah, that Firo was just a little too atrocious, unfortunately.
I wouldn't go that far, but it did take a while to get going and had its problems around Azalea for sure.
Yeah, I was like probably 15 minutes behind on progress because of that Furo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cavin had some difficulties in Azalea too, but I think you definitely got the bad end of it. And it did look like you went to 31 to try to metagame the Vileplume, but somehow, despite not really having a main for a while, Cavin did get to 36 in that time, and that's actually where you found the Vileplume.
When
What did Cavin use for the main?
I used a Golduck I found on 36. I saw it had Drill Peck and like Nightshade, Zap Cannon, Steel.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, really, I just saw Drill Peck and prayed for TMs, and Cross Chop delivered.
Yeah, I think about like the image I have that kind of summed up your Pharaoh at the start, Mountebank, was you fought 2 trainers in Bugsy's gym and then left because you were short on cross chop PP. Like that was, it wasn't great.
Yeah, Faulkner's TM being cross chop and my hidden power being fire, just like my fire blast, was just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, your Furo started with Cross Chop. That is really unlucky. I just feel so bad for you.
I was just like, there was a Slowbro in the gym, and it's like, what do I do?
Yeah, luckily that
I almost liked to that.
Both of you saw that Pidgeotto with a belly drum wing attack, and that didn't really pique your interest, either of you.
I caught it, and I was considering it, and then it got Swords Dance. It got Swords Dance on level.
That would, that's arguably an upgrade, I think.
I don't know. Pidgeotto has the same weaknesses as Furo, and I did not know about the Swords Dance when I made the decision.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, at that point, all you had was just belly drum, which for a poke that's mid evolution's not really reliable because you could just get killed off the remaining HP you have. But the Furo worked. Like we were saying before you came in, 127.06 is not a bad time, like at all. It's pretty. I think it's above average. But it's just things just worked out for Cavin a lot better. Namely, Skarmory, Sunflora, Ariados, and Wobbuffet and Vileplume were technically all first encounter for Cavin.
It's funny because like at the start of the race, you guys were complaining so much about the card, and it kind of seems like either of you would probably have taken 127 before you played this, and a lot of the info just kind of fell into place.
Yeah, it ended up being okay because all the troublesome stuff ended up being eradicated, like the Everstone Goldberry being on the ground, the TM27 not being very far after that. Yeah, the only problem was you guys had to clock reset for Lapras, and then at that point it was a Wobbuffet, so you had to make a decision. But we actually learned something new from you, Cavin, where when you clock reset, all you did was just hit A on the time, and you didn't change anything. But when you left the room and came back, the Wobbuffet was back. So
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I didn't quite remember if that worked, but I seem to remember somewhere in the back of my mind that worked.
Yeah, I definitely learned something new with that. I thought as long as the day does not change, the game does not recognize any time has changed.
Like the game doesn't know what the previous day was because that was deleted. So.
Oh, okay. So it just deletes
happen.
the time entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it deletes the time, and then you're setting a Friday, which is a new Friday for the game. Okay. Okay, I get it. That makes a lot more sense. But yeah, either way, good race, you guys. Did you guys have any final thoughts or any closing remarks about the race?
I do have to ask about how you approached collecting items for Berry Juice Elixir.
I didn't. I was waiting for you to find it, and then I would pick it up.
Yeah, you see, that's what I was planning on. So I skipped almost every item too.
The only thing I did was pick up the items in the bug catching contest because if you saw that I picked it up there, there's no way you'd ever find it.
True. Especially because I think by that point I had no idea where you were. I was a little bit ahead of you, but I didn't know how much.
Yeah, but also those items are trolls because they're different in the contest and not in the contest.
Right, so we did mention earlier while Cav was here, but both of your next matches are actually against Diego Armando, who actually is 1-0 in the group so far, winning over Cyprus shortly after your match with him, Monty. So I think this will actually be a very, very good match for both of you to watch, certainly. So Mounty's going to fight him on the 15th, tomorrow at pretty much tomorrow at this time this race started today, and then Cavin the next day at the same time. Once again, I want to thank you both for participating in our tournament here and giving us a good race to watch. And yeah, good luck in your next matches, and we'll see everybody later.
Bye, guys.